But what I am postulating here to you to take into consideration is we live inside of a real movie. This is a movie, okay? And you're an actor or an actress. And this reality is designed off of energy exchange, which is called alchemy. Okay, the true essence of lead to gold is just the exchange of energy. And that energy is designed around love and fear. And you see the collective consciousness on the world stage, that needs your energy in order for it to grow. If you just go straight magic 101, what is magic? It's just the exchange of energy or moving it from one place to another. That's all it is. So when you go and you tune into whatever it is you tune into the mainstream, which is all what I call dirty laundry. The majority of mainstream news is dirty laundry, okay? Meaning it's just negative energy. And it has a job. That's its job. It's an archetype, just like a church. When you go to one of the mega churches, I've been to plenty of them, okay? They're beautiful, okay? They got it all down pat. You go to, it's an archetype. It needs, without anybody going to the church, no one shows up. The pastor ain't got anybody to talk to. How do you fill the buckets with money? People have to show up. And they got to tithe. And that's what keeps, and that's how this whole reality works. How do you keep this reality working? Predator prey. You can't have a prey without a predator, and you can't have a predator without a prey. That's the design of this reality. Like the simple, ridiculous things that I've made fun of is like, rose bushes. Well, what is a rose bush's nemesis? Aphids. Aphids will completely demolish a rose bush. So what do people in the botanist group do? They bring in ladybugs. And what do ladybugs do? They're stone cold killers. The cute little ladybugs that land on your finger and you blow them and you make a wish. Those things eat aphids alive. Can you imagine being an aphid? So now you have this rose bush who gets pissed at the aphids, and then you get the aphids who gets angry at the ladybug, right? So it's just all fractals. Is all it is. And you just look at nature, and that's how you base this whole reality. And again, we'll go back to it. This is a movie, and you're a star in the movie. And most people are not. They're just extras. And how you'll determine whether or not you're a star or an extra is how much complaining you do. How much responsibility do you take upon your life? You see, if you pay attention to the mainstream news, you feed it. That's why when I decode, I'm very neutral, and I do not support decoders. I'm not a fan of people who are constantly doing the blame game. It's them, it's they, it's their fault, it's the ritual, it's all this crap. It's like they don't even realize what they're doing is they are feeding that machine, and they are giving it gas, and they're keeping it alive. They're actually enforcing what's going on with that whole magic going on the world stage.
So someone like Alex Jones would be the extreme example.
Oh my God, yeah. That's it. But here's the caveat. He's just doing his job. That's his job.
I mean, if we're just all doing our job, if we're all, if our lives are predetermined, if they're scripted, do we have any free will at all? Do we have any say to change anything, or is it just hopeless? We just are following scripts and life is meaningless. And if you take someone's life, it really doesn't matter because this is not real anyway. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Well,
I mean, the whole life is empty and meaningless. That's from, Werner Erhard again. I've gotten that context from him. And I agree, because when you and I leave this place, Chad, is life done or does life go on?
Life goes on.
Yeah. So does our life are people going to remember us? No. Even the people that leave legacies behind that are 50 years in the past, nobody remembers them. That's it. They're done, right? That life goes on, man. So that's why life is just a machine. This life is a machine, and it just goes on and on and on. So to answer your question, is there anything such as free will? I will say maybe. I'm not going to say a yes. I'm not going to say a no, right? Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Right. And I know a lot of people say, well, we do. Every time we make a choice, that's free will. How are you to prove that? See, there's no way to prove it. There's absolutely no way to prove that the choices you make are from free will. There's no way scientific, no way you can prove it. Not a chance, right? And this is not up for debate. I don't care. It's like, if you believe in it, great. I think we do have some free will, but I go back to the context of it's very minimal. And the free will that we have is to get you from point A to point B.